The world of energy is on the verge of a revolution, and at its heart is a technology that sounds like it est straight out of science fiction: nuclear fusion. For decades, we've dreamed of harnessing the power of the stars, and that dream is now closer than ever to becoming our reality. So, what's the difference between the nuclear power we have today and this new frontier? Current nuclear plants use a process called fission. This releases a huge amount of energy, but it also creates radioactive waste that remains dangerous for thousands of years. Managing this waste is a massive challenge, requiring deep underground storage to keep it safely contained. Nuclear fusion, on the other hand, is the complete opposite. It's the same process that powers our sun. Instead of splitting heavy atoms, fusion combines two light atoms, like hydrogen, to form a heavier one. This reaction releases an incredible amount of energy with a major advantage. It produces virtually no long-lived radioactive waste. The main byproduct is helium, the same stuff you put in party balloons. The reactor materials themselves become slightly radioactive, but this radioactivity fades away in decades, not millennia, making it a much safer and cleaner long-term solution. This promise of clean, safe, and nearly limitless energy has ignited a global race. Investment in fusion research is skyrocketing, with countries and private companies all competing to be the first to crack the code and build a commercial fusion power plant. With support from over 33 nations, this gigantic tokamak reactor is designed to prove that fusion can work on a massive scale. It's a monumental undertaking, a symbol of global cooperation aimed at solving one of humanity's biggest challenges. But it's not just governments in the game. In the United States, a wave of innovative private companies is pushing the boundaries even further. They're not just focused on theory. They're in a sprint to build the world's first commercially viable fusion power plants. Some are even targeting the early 2030s to have their reactors up and running, connected to the grid. Why the sudden urgency? It comes down to two things: staggering energy demand and national security. Let's talk about data centers. And they are incredibly power-hungry. In the US alone, there are over 5,400 data centers, many running 24/7. They already consume up to 12% of the nation's entire electricity supply. And with the AI boom, that demand is projected to double by 2030. This insatiable appetite for power is creating a real challenge. How do we power our modern world without compromising our climate goals? This is where energy becomes a matter of national security. A stable, reliable energy supply is the backbone of a modern economy and a key element of global influence. Countries that can secure their energy future will have a major strategic advantage. This is why major corporations and visionary investors are now placing huge bets on fusion. Even Bill Gates' Breakthrough Energy Ventures fund is heavily invested, seeing fusion as the ultimate clean energy endgame. The old skepticism that fusion was always 30 years away is finally starting to fade. They are fantastic technologies, but they are intermittent. The sun doesn't always shine, and the wind doesn't always blow. To rely on them completely for a stable grid requires massive land use, extensive transmission lines, and huge battery storage systems, all of which come with their own environmental and economic costs. This brings us to a critical crossroads for countries like the United States, Australia, and many in Europe. Do they continue to pour trillions into expanding wind and solar infrastructure, or is it time to pivot toward a more powerful, reliable, and compact solution? A recent study from the Net Zero Australia project, conducted by top universities, estimated that reaching net zero emissions with renewables alone could cost a staggering $7 to $9 trillion. When you factor in all the hidden costs of land, materials, and grid upgrades, it becomes clear that we may have overlooked a golden opportunity by not investing more heavily in fusion research sooner. It offers the same zero emissions power without the long-term waste problem. It's the clean, reliable energy source we've been searching for. As our energy demands continue to climb, driven by everything from industrial growth to the digital revolution, we need to think bigger. Before governments commit trillions more to familiar solutions, it's crucial that we give nuclear fusion the serious consideration it deserves. It has the potential to solve our energy needs, strengthen our national security, and provide the cleanest, most powerful energy source ever harnessed by humankind. The future is bright, and it might just be powered by a star we build right here on Earth. Thanks for watching. If you found this look into the future of energy fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay updated on more groundbreaking technologies. See you in the next one.